Let's go over the 2025 Q2 roadmap for Stalker 2. So they have some of the things already checked off: critical A-life fixes, ongoing stabilization and visual improvements, free Ladochka and other blocks removal, new controller ability in squirrels. And on a more serious note, they have the beta mod SDK kit, closed beta with mod makers to test mod kit. Release beta mod SDK, mod guide, mod.io, and Steam Workshop integration. So what I would like to see, like personally, is access to this so I can work on reskins, like retextures, because currently it's like a small nightmare to import and export like things from the game, especially like textures. You have to do like 50 different things and it's like not intuitive at all. And it would be nice to do like some paint overs and do like camo patterns. And I'm not talking about like just running the weapon skins through like a filter or something, or just like applying like a material and substance. I'm talking about like hand painting a lot of this stuff. I think that'd be really fun to do. Outside of that though, A-Life/AI updates, persistent A-Life improvements. This has been something I've heard a lot about. A lot of people complaining about this, a lot of people documenting like the A-Life doesn't really do too much beyond like move from point A to point B, and kind of has like some objectives, but people want to see like more going on in the world. Smarter human combat. So this was another major criticism of the game. Better cover/flanking use, limited grenades. I think overall the AI does try to flank you, but it doesn't really use cover very effectively. It also reacts very slowly to you. There are a lot of encounters where I'll push around a corner and the enemy is like looking near me and could easily see me, and then like takes like half a second, and then it's like, oh, and then starts to like look towards me, delays, and then starts shooting. So that's something that I would like to see. The grenade use thing I didn't have an issue with because I usually kill enemies fast. But if you hold cover for long periods of time, you'll get spammed, so this is definitely a huge improvement. Mutants eat corpses. So this was something that was in the original Stalker, where like dogs would drag corpses and stuff and like eat corpses. So this will be just like a quality of life thing for people that want it. Personally, I don't care if this is in the game or not, but it does add a little bit more immersion. Mutants react to threats. So I'm not sure what this means, like reacting to threats. Like, what is the threat? Are we the threat? Are other enemies the threat? I guess it's up to time to tell what will that'll entail. Mutant loot. So this was another major complaint about fighting mutants, is that you kill them, you don't get anything, kind of like how it is in Metro Exodus. I was fine with that because I was already used to it from Metro Exodus, but mutant loot could be quite nice. Then we have shader compilation skip. This, every time it like updates or like needs to do it again, it takes so long. And it's to the point where there's a mod that skips it basically, so this is already a mod. Player stash window increase. So this is a mod that I run that increases the stash window size, because currently it's very small. So this is definitely something that needs to happen. Widescreen aspect ratio support. This is also something I noticed. I run ultra wide on my other computer, so I noticed like the UI was kind of stuck in like 1080p, which actually kind of worked out for like streaming and stuff, because then my HUD is still there. So this fix will negatively impact just me specifically, but not in a way that really matters, honestly. 2 new weapons. So this is interesting. No weapon balance changes though, which I thought was kind of weird. But 2 new weapons. Further stabilization, optimization, and anomalies fixing. So that's nice. And then also Stalker Original Trilogy Next Gen Update. Now the thing that's crazy though is like, is this the roadmap for Q2? Because like, we just started Q2 like a few days, like 15 days ago or so. So is this like, are we getting these soon? If that's the case, that's insane. Are they doing, now it depends on, did they remake assets? Are there new things? Are they just using Stalker 2 assets? Like, how are they actually doing that? I have to wonder if the 2 new weapons relate to this at all. But original trilogy next gen update. I'm assuming this is just an announcement. If they have that ready to ship sometime in the next couple of months, that would be insane. But that's just obviously speculation. They put it on there. Mission targets may be moved. Okay, to later dates. Okay, yeah, it says it right there too. Mission targets may be moved. So it looks like they are planning on shipping these, like the trilogy in Q2. That's ridiculous, dude. Especially if they can pull off the A-Life and like the mutant fixes. I think a lot of people will be happy with that. A lot of these are good quality of life fixes. The 2 new weapons is interesting. I would like to see some basic weapon rebalancing to some degree. I think that overall, like the early weapons could use like some buffs for like the crafting for the like the gunsmithing or whatever, so that you can at least pay to make them usable in endgame, because they just fall off, which feels stupid. Like having an AK and an M4 that just doesn't really do much against dudes for seemingly no reason seems kind of weird. But yeah, pretty good changes overall, and they already did release these. So critical A-Life fixes, all these other things. Obviously, there's going to be more bug fixes. Performance has been decent lately in my game. I'm also running that mod that improves performance, so that might be something that's been impacting that. But mutant loot is cool. A-Life stuff is cool. 2 new weapons is nice. And if we get the original trilogy in the current engine, that's going to be crazy, dude. I would have to think that they remade the maps. Well, actually, I guess now that we have the new, like, now that we have the Stalker 2 map, I think some of the regions are technically remade. So I'm wondering if they just reuse those regions and then alter them or something, or what the plan with that is. Use like the same landmass or something. I guess we'll find out if they like remade the landmass or how they're going to handle this, because this is pretty quick to ship. Like this soon after the game. I'd expect that in a few years, but we'll see. Definitely drop a comment if you know any more information about this original trilogy next gen. This is very interesting. But that's it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.